Hello, everyone. My name's Marcy. I am a mom of 4 kids, the youngest of whom is Freya. She's right here, and she has a rare syndrome called Cornelia de Lange syndrome. And we are getting ready to drive about 4 hours to a hospital in northern Utah. They are having a special Cornelia de Lange syndrome clinic where they have multiple doctors come and do a whole day where I can see so many different specialties, and all these people have seen a patient with Cornelia de Lange syndrome before, which is huge. When you have a child with a rare syndrome, most doctors will tell me, I Googled that before I came in, so I at least know a little bit. Or I've never heard of that before in my life. Both of which I say, yeah, I know. So having the opportunity to go and be a part of this clinic is amazing. The foundation is in charge of setting it up, and then this year especially, afterwards, we're going to go have a luncheon with all the other families that are there, which Freya was born in 2019 and was sick her first year that the clinic was available, and then shortly thereafter COVID happened, and we have had only one opportunity to meet another person with Cornelia de Lange syndrome. So I'm so excited to be able to meet all those families together in one place and just chat. So right now I'm packing bags. Traveling with a disabled, medically complex child is its own thing. It is 2 days before we're supposed to go, but I always try to start packing early so that I don't forget anything. So let's start packing, and then I have a piece of paper that I'm going to write the things down that I need to take that we can't pack right now, like her medications she takes daily, her toothbrush, things like that. Let's get started. Freya's having a great old time looking at all the stuff. I have completely emptied her diaper bag, and we are going to repack it so that we know everything is in there. So this front pocket here is a very important pocket. This is where I keep all the medications. The very front pocket has ibuprofen for me. I have migraines and headaches, so I always carry ibuprofen just in case one hits when you're least expecting it. We, of course, have to pack this is Freya's EpiPen. She's allergic to cashews, and we have to carry this very special EpiPen because the regular children's dose could kill Freya. So we get a special one that's way more expensive. So that has to go right in that pocket so we don't forget it. Next medication, simple ibuprofen for Freya in case she has teething or headache or anything of the sort. Next is gas medicine. Reflux is very common with Cornelia de Lange syndrome, and she does take a special medication for reflux, but I find if she has a really gassy day, this helps so much. Of course, we need some syringes to draw those up if we need to. Some saline spray. With Cornelia de Lange syndrome, they have tiny little nasal passages and tiny little tear ducts, and so getting stuffed up is really common, even with just the change in pressure as we drive. So that's gonna come with us. Tissues. And then we do need to pack her seizure medicine and her reflux medicine, which I have on the list. Those she takes twice a day, so we need to pack those very last minute. I'm going to put this list right on top so I don't forget. Now we have food. Freya has this specialty formula, Kate Farms formula. We love it. It is allergen, do they call it friendly? It has none of the top allergens. It is a little bit higher calorie, and it is a sole source nutrition formula. That's what it says. Sole source nutrition formula, meaning she can just drink this and it'll give her everything she needs. So we need to pack a couple of those in the bag. I like to usually have about 3 or 4 in the bag itself. And then I'm going to be packing 9 to take with us in that bag. And as we use these ones in the diaper bag, we will swap out. Freya also has recently decided that she is a big girl and is drinking from sippy cups. So I'm going to pack 2 of these here, and then as we leave, I actually need to add that to the list. As we leave, I will grab more sippy cups. I can't pack them all right now because we still need them here. But I'm going to pack 2 in the bag. That way, worst case scenario, if I do forget, we'll at least have 2. Because I am a real human and will forget things sometimes. Next up on the food, we have these yogurts. Freya can have milk again, which is amazing. So she can have things like this, these yogurts. They are shelf stable, so they don't need to be refrigerated. You can put them right in the bag, pull them out if she wants one. I also have these Pedialyte packets, and I keep these in my diaper bag all the time. That way, if she wants something a little different than milk, we have those. Also have some Cheerios and gluten-free crackers in here. Freya, so when she was diagnosed with EOE, which is eosinophil esophagitis, it's basically an allergic reaction in your throat where your white blood cells kind of stack up and gather in your throat. We took her off all allergens. We've been slowly reintroducing allergens back in to see what the trigger was. I'm fairly certain it was nuts because around the same time she did have that really bad reaction to cashews, but we're not quite back on gluten yet. And that one is simply because I have celiac and I eat gluten-free, so it's not a big deal to have her eat my gluten-free crackers. So one day we'll really test that. She's had a little bit of gluten here and there, but nothing substantial. It's kind of hard to test Freya for those things because she does eat so little by mouth other than her formula. It's hard to get a big enough dose in there where I think I see a difference at all. All right, next up we have the essentials. Diapers, wipes, and a change of clothes. In this little bucket, I am going to be packing a ton of toys to just set by her car seat in the car. Fiona's coming with me and is going to sit next to Freya, so this way she can easily just reach down, grab a new toy, hand it to Freya whenever she's feeling a little grumpy in the car. So we have some, they're like color changing things, but Freya loves them because they have a hole in here and she can stick her finger in that. We have some bells, some clanky toys, a silicone, that's the word, like toothbrush. She likes to chew on this and feel it. Oh, Freya's still in the toys. Do you want to play with that one right now? Yeah, this is Freya's Buzzy Buddy, huh? Is that your Buzzy Buddy? Should we turn it on? This vibrates, and Freya absolutely loves it. It will calm her down 100%, no matter what's wrong. We have a little fidget spinner, Blippi helicopter, wheel. If you're seeing a pattern here, things that spin and make noise are fantastic. This is actually a perler bead thing. If you haven't seen them, they're little beads you put on here and make a design, and then you can iron them and they melt together and make that design. But it's bumpy and Freya loves it. Car. Back massager. Where's the button on this one? This one is also vibrates. Beads. this piano. It lights up and makes noise. And then one of these tubes that also, if I can find it, lights up. So hopefully between all these toys, there will be things that Freya will like and can calm her down. We are taking Freya's iPad. We got this for her, not this last Christmas, but the one before, just to kind of prepare her on how to use an iPad in preparation for using an AAC device. I really didn't think she would like it as much as she does. She loves playing games on this, and while she can't be on it for a long amount of time, it does keep her attention, usually for about a half hour, which is amazing. So that's going to come with us. And then also, this is my little portable charger. I cannot live without this. I'm going to stick this in my bag, and then when my phone is dying in the middle of the appointment, I will have something to charge. It also has a iPad charger on it. All right, and then last thing, and arguably the most important thing, is my little notebook. I had another CDLS mama send this to me, and in here, it has spots for appointments, the questions you have, what you talked about, and you can all keep it all in here. I'm going to pre-write down my questions if I have the time between now and then of what I want to ask the doctors that I am meeting with at the CDLS clinic, and write down the answers. And then that way, when I go back to my doctor here, I can tell them what they said without having to remember everything. All right, that's the diaper bag done. Now we need to move on to the actual suitcase. I'm just going to be packing Freya's stuff. I'm going to pack my stuff probably the day we leave. It's a little less important that I have anything. I just need clothes and a toothbrush, really. So I'll pack my stuff later. I just want to make sure that I have all of Freya's stuff packed today. So we have 3 outfits, including a drool bib, because Freya is very drooly lately. These save it so that her clothes aren't soaking all day. So I have 3 separate outfits, 4 pairs of socks, 3 extra bibs, because sometimes 1 bib is not enough a day. And I actually think I'm going to pack these in her diaper bag now that I'm thinking about it, because if I need it changed, it more than likely will be when we're out and about. So extra bibs going in the diaper bag. Diapers, I already have diapers packed in the diaper bag, but not enough for the whole trip. So we are packing extra diapers and wipes in there. What? Do you want to see what's in here? Come here, Freya. Freya's trying to see what I'm doing. Say hi. Yeah. 2 pairs of pajamas. I have a jacket. I've looked at the weather. It's supposed to be about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. While this is cold, we are not planning on spending any time outside. So I think a jacket is going to be enough for her. We are going to be inside all the time. So I'm just going to pack a jacket and not pack her winter coat. And then, last but not least, and most exciting, we're staying at a hotel with a pool. So we need to pack a swimsuit and some swim diapers so Freya can go swimming. Freya loves the water. Anything to do with bathing, swimming, puddles, anything. She's all about it. So I'm excited to see her when she figures out that's what we're doing. And last but not least, we will be taking Freya's bed. The thing I love about her bed is it came with a carrying case because it's meant to be, what did they call it? We got it at Costco. I think they called it like a portable lounge something. And it basically, you're supposed to be able to roll it up and take it with you so that you can lay it out outside and lounge on it. It is basically just a memory foam mattress topper. And so I'm able to roll that up and bring that right with us. And that helps Freya so much when we are not at home because she's sleeping in her same bed. So we will take her blanket and pillow and mattress with us. That way she'll have her own place to sleep. Does that sound good, Freya? Freya's not too impressed that I just packed up all those toys and she can't play with them. So, are you excited to go? We're going to go have fun and meet other people with Cornelia de Lange syndrome. Yeah, that sounds fun, huh? I know everybody always asks how the chickies are doing. They're doing really good. And there's our 2 new ones over there. Hi, babies. So as far as transportation goes, we have a couple different options. I could bring her gait trainer, or I could bring one of these 2 strollers. This is like a double stroller. Jessie will usually sit right there, and Freya will sit there. But since Jessie's not coming, I think I'm gonna take our single stroller. I could take her gait trainer, and she does do okay in it. But this allows me to take like the extra room down here to pack stuff as well, which I think is going to be essential. Also, this lays all the way down flat. So if Freya decides she's going to take a nap, that doubles as kind of like a bed situation. So I think this is the one I'm going to end up taking. We also have a wagon, which she does better in sitting, but it's big and it takes up a lot of space. So I'm thinking the stroller is the way I'm gonna go. So I think that's it as far as packing for Freya goes. I am very excited to go on this trip. I can't wait to meet other families with Cornelia de Lange syndrome. And I can't wait to kind of talk to doctors that have seen people with Cornelia de Lange syndrome before. I have a couple questions for the geneticist and for the neurologist. Freya had an epilepsy diagnosis in August, so that's pretty new for us. So I want to just chat with him about if ever he thinks that we could stop her medication, if it's kind of just a lifetime thing now with her diagnosis, which is kind of what I'm more leaning toward. And also just chat with him about as she grows, what type of medication changes we need. The geneticist, I'm really hoping, the last time we went, it was the doctor that gave us her diagnosis. And so I am really hoping it's the same geneticist this time, just so we can chat and catch up and he can see how she's doing. We are also seeing a developmental pediatrician, a GI doctor. I do have a couple questions for the GI doctor about reflux and kind of what treatments we should be looking at. We just recently switched treatments, so I think it would be really great just to get their take on what works for other kids with CDLS. It's a very common problem to have pretty severe reflux. We are also seeing a nutritionist, which I don't really have very many questions for them because I feel like we've got a good handle on her eating and her nutrition with Cape Farms. What you doing, baby? What are you doing? And there are a couple other doctors that I'm forgetting, but ENT, ear, nose, and throat. I do have questions for them. Freya's hearing is a question mark. She had a hearing test when she was a baby and failed, and then she had a long 2-hour hearing test when she was a baby and passed. She keeps failing all subsequent hearing tests, but they aren't the long involved ones. The only way we can do that is to put her under general anesthesia to get that done, and I really don't want to put her under general anesthesia just for that. So I just have some questions about why she would be failing these hearing tests and how important is it that we get the long one where she's put under and things like that. So it is going to be a very long day full of seeing a bunch of doctors. Oh, an orthopedist, that's the other one. Last time they were able to take a series of x-rays. of her hips and her spine, just to keep an eye on those are known problems that people with CDLS have. So just to keep an eye on those. So we'll just get updated x-rays for those, which is great. All right, well, I can't wait to go, and I can't wait to take you guys along for the ride. And so I hope you'll come back next time. I really think the next video you see will be that video of us at the clinic, unless we do a fun video in between of kind of just us at the hotel, swimming, things like that. So it'll be one of those two. So make sure to come back next time and see what we're up to. Thank you all for being here. Before Chris started working at the university, he owned a pizza place for 15 years. And today he's making us a gluten-free pizza.
Experimental, so
we'll
get
see.
your hopes up.
No recipe. Just 20 years of pizza knowledge in that head of yours. He worked at Pizza Hut before he owned the pizza place, so that's where the extra 5 years came from. Do you think 5 years, or were you there longer than that?
Started when I was 16. I don't know how old I am now. But it's been
36, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I'm 36.
When I retired from Five Up.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You might have been. It's looking good.
Less cooked. Although I would just go with this.
I know, but it's gluten-free.
Yeah.
So what if it doesn't taste real good?
Yeah.
The cheese might help.
Yeah. Should be garlicky and parmesan-y. Cover up that gluten-free taste. We'll do a little bit of this.
She's like, "Gotcha, Dad." It's a workout, yeah? Is it a workout? Yeah. Do you love it? There we go. You gotta bend them. Pull them back. Push. Push. Push, 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 push. Ah! Ah! Cracking yourself up. You're cracking yourself up. What do you think?
This 9.9 out of 10, this 10 out of 10.
Really?
No, it might need a little more.
I love this.
Fiona likes the breadsticks more than the cheese sticks, she says.
Garlic beats it all.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.